Hello Wine Club, it's me. And if you watched the last video, you've already heard this, but we're trying something different this month in terms of giving you the information that you can take home and remember or look at again, or not me just throwing a bunch of stuff at you right when you pick up your Wine Club box and then getting home and trying to reconnect the dots. So we'll see how this works. So this is the Gold Wine Club, and this is the standard one. So if yours is all reds or it's customized for whatever reason, not all of these will apply, but we'll get into it. So the first wine in the Gold Wine Club for March is the Blue Mountain Pinot Gris. So Blue Mountain is brand new to Alberta, something we're really excited about, especially since a lot of BC wineries are becoming unavailable at the moment. They're brand new. It is very limited release in terms of what we can get our hands on here, so we're excited to get this wine in. Very coveted, prestigious BC property. Blue Mountain sits down in Okanagan Falls, kind of between Penticton and Oliver, kind of halfway in that zone, but just really well made, pretty aromatic style, crisp whites, very terroir driven, reflection of the vineyards, all estate grown, all single properties, that sort of thing. So Pinot Gris, it's lighter, but it's got a little bit more weight to it. This one has lots of, intense orange flavors, lemon, some, floral notes in there. It's really pretty. Something for, patio sipping once the snow gets shoveled away, or, if you're pairing it, like denser seafood would be great, like shrimps or whitefish, even oilier fish, you can get away with this one great. Like a caprese or watermelon and goat cheese salad, something like that would be fun. But yeah, so Blue Mountain. Next, for our French white, we have Le Capitan, the Domaine Le Capitan. This is Les Perrier Vouvray. So this is Loire Valley, which, some of you have been to tastings recently. I'm on a big Loire kick. The wines are fresh, they're really showing well, they're having a lot of fun, expressive styles for clean French whites. So Vouvray is 100% Chenin Blanc. This is, not sweet by any means, almost off dry, like it's got a little bit more richness in the mouth, denser style white that's still very clean. And Chenin's a grape that, they can make it from anywhere from sparkling to bone dry to very sweet, like dessert style wine. So this is a really nice kind of cleaner, still dry, but has a little bit more weight. With this one, we're getting, you get more of the stone, like apricots and peaches, something that would be great with ginger beef or something that has that sweet and savory to it. And La Galoche. So this one is from South Burgundy, pardon me. Beaujolais. So we are in, Beaujolais is the south end of Burgundy. This is where, the Beaujolais and the Gamay and, the red-headed stepchild red of the Burgundy zone. But then the La Galoche is this stream that runs through this property, which sits on the very southern end of the southern region. So it's 100% Gamay Rosé. This one, they've been their third generation now, but in 2007 they made the big switch where, they're watching the effects of the pesticides and, the chemicals and what's that is doing. And they, they made a transition to organic, to natural, to, all the healthy, the buzzwords. And they shifted that, and in doing so, lost a significant amount of vines. So they're in a regrowth phase, but the wines are very fresh, very well done for what we get out of there. So Gamay, very kind of Pinot Noir-esque. This is one where it's got, candied raspberries and strawberry, watermelon, just really light on its feet, still a dry finish, still a dry rosé. It is natural. So unfined, unfiltered. I don't know if this one will do it. It looks pretty good. But if you see like any, I don't know if you can see that. If there are any little flakes or swirls or anything like that, to be expected. Nothing wrong with the wine, not harmful or anything like that, just because it's not fined or filtered. And now let's talk about your reds. So the first red this month is the Lone Oak Ranch. This is from Purple Hands in Willamette Valley. So Cody Wright, the winemaker, producer, the man behind Purple Hands, who is the son of Ken Wright. Very prestigious, top tier. Ken Wright's a man who was instrumental in creating several of the AVAs, or the specific zones within the Willamette Valley. He makes incredible wines as well. Cody has set off with his Purple Hands label to bring his own approach to the Willamette grapes. Of course, still focusing on Pinot. This one, I love his style because, like a lot of the shift we're seeing, kind of across the board, but more of those expressive, Pinot Noir being a sense of place, and seeing the soils and the work that goes into the vineyard being translated into glass here. So lighter body, that cooler climate Pinot, get that nice vibrant acidity on it. Something, with a mushroom risotto or, roast chicken or something like glazed duck would be rad. But this is something that, yes, it's Oregon, but it's definitely more of a food Pinot. And then we have the 2022 Caparzo Rosso di Montalcino. So this is our Italian red in this month's club. Montalcino is a small area that sits within Tuscany, and this is where the Brunello comes from, right? Our Brunellos and those big powerhouse Sangioveses. So Caparzo, if you were to come in, they now have 12 properties. When they started, it was just one kind of in the east of Montalcino. It was very volcanic style, and they've kind of peppered their properties throughout. They now have 12 different vineyards all within that area, starting from the very north of when you would enter Montalcino to about, I think it takes about an hour 50 by tractor to get to all the properties. But really kind of hedging their bets with climate change, with what's going on, to create options for, higher elevations, different soil types. If it's really rainy or it's really dry, they have some diversity. They have some room to play and to source their grapes from a variety of vineyards. The Rosso di Montalcino, this is a younger style of Brunello. So it is still 100% Sangiovese. Very well made, meant to be approachable, fresh, same designed for the same evolution of what a Brunello would look like, but not, it won't, if you put it in the cellar for 15 years, it won't age like a Brunello would, right? Like this is a 5 to 8 year kind of drinking wine if you're aging, pardon me. With the Rosso, cool thing about the way Caparzo does it, they don't have a vineyard that's designated for their Rossos. They have these 12 vineyards that make these absolutely stellar Brunellos, and the Rosso is a blend of whatever top Brunello vineyards shine that year. It's just the younger vines from those vineyards. So, medium body, sees a year aging in very neutral oak, the big style oak barrels. This is your dynamite dinner wine. This is one, with like your pastas, your pizzas, even your heavier, denser fish you can get away with. But yeah, just a really pretty, it's herbaceous, it's got cherries, it's got that nice acidity as well. The tannins are there, but very well integrated, and that is Caparzo. And lastly, this month we have the 2017 De Flechas. This is the Gran Malbec from Uco Valley in Mendoza, Argentina. So this one, Gran Malbec, like when you see Gran Reserva or you see Gran pretty much in any food and wine, this is a top one. This is a 17. Beautifully done. Just your big, bold, style Malbec, an extension of the of Edmund Rothschild. So the Rothschild family, which, I mean, very intricate in Bordeaux and, you know, crucial to winemaking styles across the globe. This is one of his properties from the, obviously, Argentina vineyards, but 100% Malbec, sees 18 months in a variety of oaks, so some, you know, first time oaks all the way to third, and some in stainless. But I mean, it's dense, it's rich, it's, you know, got great plum, cassis notes. The tannins are definitely there, but they're finer than a lot of Malbecs. They're well integrated. You know, it's got that velvety finish on it. This is, you know, a big roast or ribeye or sour. If you just like big, bold reds, this is something not to sip on. But a fun new 2017 Grand Malbec. I hope you enjoy them. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know, and we will talk to you soon. Thank you.